Welcome back to another edition of GHYC TV. I'm Tim Shea, and I'm still the project manager. I was reminded by a couple of our construction workers that we're 24 hours away from Valentine's Day, so that makes this a pretty important Friday for a lot of these guys. We're lucky enough to be standing outside here on Friday the 13th with, it's blowing a little bit, but the weather's going to be inching up towards the mid-40s today, so we decided to take this episode outside and show you a little bit about what's going on outside around us, because inside, Scott will take you through all the different rooms and you'll see the amount of millwork that's being done. Millwork means the drywall is done, drywall means all the mechanicals are done. So we have benchmarks that are on schedule marks that are being met, but once the project's done, this will be a concrete pad and this will be where the travel lift is going. So we're kind of going to give you a sense of how many things are going on around. As you can see behind me, the second floor deck, which is going to be an unbelievable dining facility. For every episode of this little GHYC TV, we've been fortunate enough to go out of sequence with different trades. These guys have been unbelievably, cooperative, whether it's American Builders on the framing side or U.S. Fire on the fire suppression pieces. These guys are fantastic in terms of how they've worked with our schedule, our compressed schedule, our aggressive schedule.
My name is Keith Blair from U.S. Fire Prevention. We're doing a sprinkler system here. It's going really well, really well. It's difficult traveling back and forth because we're based on the mainland, and we got to stay out here for the week and stuff like that. But I mean, as far as the project's going, it's going really good.
We decided now to fast track the outside work. We're going to start installing the pavers. We got the brickwork. Scott will take you up front. You can see the front of the building where we have the brick sidewalks being installed, the different planting beds. We have all the underground power, underground lighting, underground irrigation. So those are all things that are happening right now. We're just fortunate. We've had a pretty aggressive January. The weather was brutal here. It was the first time in 5 years I saw the harbor freeze for a little bit. But now we're having a little break in February, so it only makes sense to jump on it. Welcome back. We decided to come inside the building. We're on the first floor right now in the main kitchen. Okay, behind me is actually the elevator. We have one of two elevators. This will be a service elevator for all the kitchen food that's going to be going up and down. But in any event, we decided to come back in here and just kind of give you a sense of where we are with all the mechanicals, with all the ductwork, with all the fire suppression, and all the air handling that goes on in this building. This is probably a very good example of the intricacies of what's going on in this building. Talked about before, we have, we'd love to have 40 feet, we only have 30 feet. So a lot of this has to be compressed, and you can see the coordination that goes on among our trades.
As soon as they want to close up a ceiling or something like that, we'll separate, isolate that zone, and we'll test it, and then we'll do a final test at the end. A 200-pound pressure test.
When we have every Tuesday morning, when we have the HVAC meet with the electrical, meet with the AV, meet with the structural, meet with the plumber, meet with you just go through the list of people that are sitting there. We all put the ideas on the table and say, okay, how much space do you need? And we go through those iterations, and that's what allows for this.
There's a couple of miles of pipe probably in here between the two floors, and there's a canopy. The canopy outside has sprinkler systems in it, which took a lot of piping. There's a lot of stuff. Eventually, it'll be a foam sprinkler system in the pier out front. So there's a lot of pipe going in.
We're in the process right now of finishing the function room. What we've done, I'll take you through in terms of the post and beam. It'll be kind of a wire brush finish, and then we'll stain it. Okay, it's going to be a bleached look, in which we're pretty excited about. It's the old style post and beam. So then we go from there, and you go to the walls. Obviously, you can see the drywall's up. On the first layer of drywall, there'll be a covering. There'll be a fabric covering, similar to a burlap. Then above it, we'll have acoustical panels. Then on the ceilings, we'll also have acoustical panels. We have custom light fixtures coming in from California, a company called iWorks. So we'll have chandeliers throughout. Behind me, we'll have 3 French doors. Right now, this room seems a little dark, but once you have the 3 French doors up, you kind of get a sense of the rolling property. That's how we decided to go with this room. This is where we anticipate having various weddings and receptions. And we all know Great Harbor Yacht Club's affinity for having great bands and great music and great events. It's for everyone. It really is. It's not so glamorous and not so perfect that you can't run through here with flip-flops and shorts and, and a little sand on your shoes. But the flip side, you turn it up a notch and you can polish it and it becomes the most magnificent function room on Nantucket. For those of you in the development or construction business, it's quite an artwork, you know, and when one breath trying to preserve the post and beam look and the old rustic boat bar look, you also have to meet modern 2009 code and standards. The history of Nantucket is really being brought out in these buildings, and that's kind of what our objective is to make it, we want to perfect imperfection is what we call it. Make it look like it's been here for 100 years. With that, I think I'm going to turn it back over to Scott, let you guys get a little tour of the building, kind of get a sense of where the rooms have come over the last 3 or 4 months of this GHYC TV, and look forward to seeing you guys shortly. Okay, I think the next big event on Island is Daffodil, and I'm really looking forward to having this place all buttoned up on the outside and allow you people to come through on the inside and see what it's going to be all about. Well, listen, anyway, happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy your February. For all you folks down in Florida, I'm leaving in 3 hours. I will see you then, but I'll be back shortly, okay? So anyway, have a great February, and we'll see you in March. Take care.